Hey guys, Willie and Murfitt here, and welcome back to another video. Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be doing part 4 of the front subframe. So I'm over in the big shed. I'm going to try and fix this. So it's gone around the corner slightly. But I'm going to clean up this bit of metal, and I'm going to weld back together, grind it flat, just give a quick weld on the inside as well, and hopefully that will rectify that. I've looked at my Mini, it hasn't actually got a lower engine steady, so I'm going to leave this bit here that's broken off for now. I will look to fit one at a later date, but for now I just want to do this quick weld, and then that bit's there is done. I can then prep the rest of the stuff ready for paint, and that's another job ticked off the list. So let's get stuck in.
Remember how you held me then? Now you got me reaching out. And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out. Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, down in the deep of my mind, I call for you and you're always inside, down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you,
Okay, so morning guys, right, okay, so last night I managed to do the welding on the front subframe. Tonight, or this morning, I'm getting really confused now. So last night I did the welding. This morning, I'm just trying to make up a bracket. Now I'm using the extremely old-fashioned and well-documented version of this cardboard. So what I've done is in here, let's put you over here a second. So I've made up a bracket to fit in here. So that now fits nicely along the back, along the front, and it's just a little bit down. So I've got the second piece. I'm just going to make level like that. And I'm just going to draw around this, make a cutout onto my card here. And hopefully I can cut that out. Then cut it out of metal and make my repair bracket. Okay, so that is my outline. I'm just going to cut that out. So that is my bracket now. Just going to maybe trim it up slightly. And there we have it. So I'm going to cut some metal to this size. I'm going to cut out a section here, mark it out with this pen. Like that. So you can see, where are you going? So you can see here, this is the section I'm going to cut out and then replace that because that's obviously broken and snapped. And I'm going to extend it slightly out here. The bolt hole's going to be in the middle. So I just need to try and work out, I'm sure I've got something over here, a lower engine steady, that I can use for a guide of how big it's going to be. And yeah, once that's cut, welded in, that is the repair work done. Then it's just over to prep, paint it, rebuild it, get the old subframe out, fit this one in, engine repaired in, front end done. Okay, so I'm taking the subframe for a walk down to my brother-in-law's because my welder is rubbish. So yeah, I've got a little bit to repair. I need to weld this. My welder's packed in, and he's got the welder here. So it's a little bit closer than where I was last night. So this is the patch I've made up. I'm just going to go in here. Yesterday I marked up this little square, so I'm going to cut out and then weld a new plate into there. It'll also work for when I put this on, I can weld that onto it as well. So that's my cardboard cutout. I've then got a piece of metal that I've drawn the shape of it on. So I'm going to cut that out. I'm going to use that on here. I'm going to cut this lip off, and the lip is going to be used on that piece there, so that can go in there as well. And yeah, we're on to a winner, I think. Okay, that's that. Let's cut that out. Okay, so it fits in perfectly like this. Just put this bit here and I'm going to cut that off to make it a little bit more level with the top of the subframe.
And do you see you got me falling in more times than I can get out? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, how long do I got to keep you, to keep you? Down in the deep of my mind, I crawl for you and you're always inside. Down in the deep of my mind, trying so hard not to keep you, to keep you.
Okay, so I'm back home now. Turns out this is bloody heavy, especially when you're carrying it on your shoulder, walking up the road. So I couldn't be bothered to get in the car. So basically, the repair has been done. So I reground the crack and actually cut through the crack and then welded along that sort of the seam to hopefully try and make it nice and strong. The crack was actually starting to show through the paint a little bit, so I wasn't that keen. So I thought, right, just cut through, weld it up, and then the weld will actually melt through into the joint and seal it. That's been ground down, that's now clean, ready for paint. The bracket to hold the front steady, that's now done. The next job I want to do, I don't know how that's going to come out on the camera, is straighten this panel here up. So it's got lots of lumps and bumps, so I'm going to use a series of hammers either side to try and straighten it out. It's not going to be perfect, but it's going to be better than what it is, hopefully, and hopefully, well, it's going to be better than the other Mini as well. I just want to tap down things like this. The welder has all been shut off, but if I need to, I can always take it back down there and just tack things together and just make sure it's nice and sturdy and nice and strong. I'm not going to seam seal it, which I said I was going to do originally. A few of the comments on the last video suggested that actually you make it too rigid, and it's only really for motorsport, so I'm not going to do any motorsport, so it's not really worth my time and effort trying to do it. So let's just get stuck in and get this repaired.
How long do I gotta keep you?
Okay, so I'm going to weld along here, and I'm going to weld along here just to make sure that and that, because the force of the air going in probably won't do anything, but I just don't want that to sort of flap about, and if it does come loose, this whole arm probably will end up ripping off, so that's not great, especially if I hit maybe a speed bump or something as well. So I'll clamp that down, and I'll weld that up. So yeah, that's one job that needs to be done again. Well, that's nice and flat, and that's much better as well. So that one patch of welding down here, or this side, one of the two, I'll do both sides and then clean it up completely and then paint it. Get this home, we'll clean it up, and then we'll start getting ready for paint. Exciting! Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And just like that, we are back home. Okay, so the repairs are now done, and I'm pretty happy. Some bits maybe could have done better, but some bits are probably better than they need to be. So let's just take a quick look, and I think I'll end the video there. So the bits I missed previously were here and over here. So I've clamped the brackets down and welded it up. This side here didn't really need, or one of the sides didn't really need doing, so I've just welded it over, cleaned that up. The bracket up here is made, and also the repair is done as well. It's all cleaned up. Just need to go over it quickly with a wire wheel just to try and make sure it's nice and clean. Put some primer on it, and then that is everything done. So you probably saw when I was down over there somewhere, I was hammering the bottom of the subframe. Now that is where the drive shaft sits through and the lower arm goes through, or the lower arm bolt goes through. Sometimes they tend to get bent up, probably normally where people jack the subframes up. So I've bent that back out, and it makes it a little bit easier for that bottom arm bolt to go through. Wasn't particularly hard to get out, but if I'm fitting new bolts, it might be a little bit tricky to get there. So all in all, I'm really happy with how we're getting on. We won't stop now though. However, I will stop this video. Next time, we'll be looking at painting up the parts. So thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed the video, please click that thumbs up button and comment below. Any feedback is obviously much appreciated. And if you can, subscribe to the channel so don't miss out on any future content. That's it from me. I will see you in the next video, which will probably be a couple of days. Take it easy, take care, and goodbye.